In this video, we will discuss about find the sequence of strings appeared on the screen. You are given a string target. Alice is going to type target on her computer using a special keyboard that has only two keys. Key 1 appends the character A to the string on the screen. Key 2 changes the last character of the string on the screen to its next character in the English alphabet. Note that initially there is an empty string on the screen, so she can only press key 1. Return a list of all strings that appear on the screen as Alice types target in the order they appear using the minimum key presses. So what they are saying is that in the input you are given a string. Alice is going to type this string on the screen. Now on the keyboard she is having only two keys, key 1 and key 2. So key 1 only appends A to the current string on the screen and key 2 changes the last character of the string to the next character. Right. So basically if the last character is A, then it will be changed to B. If the last character is B, it will be changed to C and so on. And if the last character is Z, then it is changed to A. So these are the only two keys that she is having and she has to type this particular string on the screen. Right. So whenever she will press any key, then whatever will be the string which will appear on the screen, all of that strings you have to take into account, right? And you need to add them to an array and you need to return them as your answer. And in the array, those strings should be present in the same order in which they will be typed on the screen, right? So basically what will happen here is that first of all, she wants to type the string C. Right. Now initially there is an empty string on the screen. So she will always have to append A, right? Because key 2 is only changing a particular character. But initially we are not having any character. So we will always press key 1, right? Which will append A. So initially there was empty string. Now when we have pressed key 1, so the current string on the screen becomes A, right? So this we will keep as the screen, right? And here, let's suppose this is the answer that we are creating, that what all strings are there, right? So now on the screen, we are having the string A, right? So we will keep that in our answer array. Now, what we want is that this character should be C, right? In the original string, the character given is C. So we will have to change this A to C, right? Now here we want to change this, right? For changing, we are only having key 2, which only changes the last character to the next character. Meaning, we need to change this A to C. So what we'll do? First, we will change A to B and then B to C, right? Then we will be able to get the character C on the screen, right? So what you will do is you will change A to B, right? So the next string that appears on the screen is B. Then you will change B to C. So the next string that appears on the screen is C, right? So now you have got the first character intact. Now you move on to the second character. Now for this again, you will have to first insert A, right? So you will first insert A. So now the string on the screen is CA. So this also we will keep inside our answer. Now we want this A as E, right? So we will press key 2 for changing this A to E. So what you will do is you will change A to B, then B to C, then C to D, and then D to E. Right. So you will get first CA, then CB, then CC, then CD, then CE. Right. So these are all the strings that will appear on your screen. And once you have made this character as equal to E, then you will move on to the next character. Now for the next character, again you want to append A, right? So you will append A here. So this is one of the strings CEA. Now this A has to be B, right? So you will change this A to B by pressing key 2, right? So the string will become CEB, and this we will also consider in our answer array. So these are all the strings that appeared on our screen and they are in the order in which they appeared. So this has to be returned as your answer, right? So this is entirely implementation question. So if you see what we did was, so we started with the first character, we appended A and we kept on changing this A until we get this particular character. Then for the next character, again we inserted K and then we kept on changing this A to this particular character. Then we took next character and so on we will do for all the characters in our string. And at the end, we will be able to get the target string on the screen, right? So what you are doing is, if I remove this, so what you are doing is that first you need your answer vector, right? Then you want what is the current string on the screen. So for that you will take a string variable which will initially be empty, right? Now what you want to do is that you want each and every character on the string. So you will iterate inside the string, right? So you will do for auto ch in target. So let's suppose ch is giving you the character. So in the first iteration it will be C, then it will be E, then it will be B. right? Now what you want to do is, for this character, first you will get A, then you will get B, then you will get C, right? And if you consider for E, then for E also, first you will get A, then B, then C, then D, then E, right? So what are we doing is, we are simply going from A till the current character that we are considering, which is nothing but CH, right? So if I run a for loop inside this from A till the current character, right? And then I keep on adding it inside my current string on the screen, then I will get all these strings, right? So what I'm saying is, first I will run a loop which will give me the characters from A till the current character CH, right? So it will be I equals to 0, I less than equals to CH minus A, I plus plus. So why we have done CH minus A here? Because CH is a character and I is an integer over here. So from CH, we are subtracting the ASCII value of A so that we can run our for loop in terms of an integer, right? Now inside this, what we'll do, this current character I, right? This is being added to the current string, right? So if you see here, it is empty string. So in the first cases, first we added A, then we added B, then we added C, right? Then when you would have come to the second character, then in that case, on the screen, you would have C, right? This. Then you have added A with C, then B with C, then C with C, then D, then E, and then you would have got CE, right? So basically, whatever is the current string, in that we are adding this particular character I, right? So now what you will do is, firstly, let me shift this answer array towards right so that we have more space. So now inside this, what you will do is that in your answer, you will push back whatever is the current string, right? Current string plus the current character, which will be I plus A, right? So I was an integer over here. That is why we added A. So this will give us the equivalent character that we want, and it will add it inside the current string, and then it will be pushed inside answer, right? So basically I was an integer over here. That is why we added A to it. So this will give us a character which will be appended at the last of current, and it will be inserted inside our answer, right? And we can complete this loop here. Now, so for all these characters, this loop will run, right? After this for loop, C will be present on your screen, right? And similarly, for the second character, for all these strings, this loop will run, and at the end, you will have CE as your current string on the screen, right? And CE will also be present as the last element in your answer vector, right? So, can I say that whatever is the last element in answer, that is my current string on the screen for the next character, right? So outside this loop, what we'll do is, in current, we will write answers back, right? Why we are doing this? Because when this loop would run for the first character, then inside your answer, you would have A, B, and C, right? And C would be the last. Now, when you want to check for the next character, which is E, so you will insert A. You will insert A in what? You will insert A with C. So it will become CA, right? So this C we are storing in current, and this C was answers last element. That is why we are taking answers back, which is the last element. So when you would come here, then in answers last element, CE would be present. So for adding the third character, we want this particular string, which is the current string on the screen. So that's why we did current equals to answers back. So this will complete our this for loop as well. At the end, you can return your answer vector, right? So this is what we want to do. So for each and every character, we are adding it to the current string on the screen. We are going from A till that particular character, and we are adding it inside the current string, and we are pushing it inside the answer. Once we are done for a particular character, we are taking the last string which is on the screen, and then we are repeating this process for all the characters, and at the end we are returning our answer, right? So let's code it out now. So first of all, we want to create an answer vector which will return. So it will be vector string answer. Then we want the current string which will be initially be empty, right? Then we will loop for every character in target. So it will be auto ch in target. Now inside this, we will loop from A till the current character ch. So for int I equals to 0, I less than equals to ch minus A, and I plus plus, right? Now inside this, inside our answer vector, we will push back whatever is the current string plus I plus A, right? So we will also typecast it to character, otherwise it will give us compilation error. And then outside this for loop in current, we will add answers back, whatever is the last element of the answer. And at the end, you will return your answer. right? Let's run this now. So now what will be the complexity of this particular code? So if you see here, we are traversing in our target, right? So if let's suppose there are n characters in string target, so we are traversing n times here. And inside this, we are traversing from A till the current character, right? So what can be your current character in the worst case? It can be the last character, which is Z, right? So in the worst case, this loop will be running 26 times, right? So the overall complexity of your code will be big O of n into 26, right? Where n is the number of characters in the string target, right? So this can be written as big O of n, right? So let's submit this now. So it got accepted. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe our channel.